Okay, so let me teaching you how you can patch your graphics for OpenCore. Now, if you're creating a Hackintosh with a supported GPU, mainly an iGPU, this tutorial will be really helpful, mainly for you and your iGPU. So today I'm going to be teaching you how you can patch your graphics, right? So the way we're going to start off first is you want to open up OpenCore guide. Now I'm going to put this window here. So you want to go to this link, I'll put in the description below. But you want to go to this link here, and that will take you to the OpenCore guide, or the install guide. And you want to make sure that you've made your EFI. Now I haven't, but we're only going to be focusing on the one section that you guys all should be following as well, which I'm going to be going through today. So you want to go through all this, all your setup for the USB creation, and then you're gonna come down to the configuration settings. Now, before we go to the configuration settings, we should take a look. Let's see. We want to go to the GPU's buyer guide, right? So let's go to OpenCore GPU support. Introduction. Let's see. Where's that yet? Let's see. Okay, yep, this is what we're going to be talking through. So I'll also leave this in the description below if you want to take a read, but you want to go through hardware limitations and what kind of hardware won't work. So I'll say both 32 and 64-bit CPUs are supported. This, however, requires the OS to support your architecture. Now, I'm pretty sure Snow Leopard and versions before support 32-bit processors, but mainly macOS requires a 64-bit CPU. Yep, and everything else works. Then you want to go to GPU support. Now this is what we're going to be focusing on. So 90% of dispute GPUs will not work because they are wired in the configuration that macOS doesn't support. Sorry. So mainly NVIDIA and AMD graphics won't work. This is mainly for Intel graphics. So if you want, you can take a read, look at the chart. Yeah, Intel GPU. You can see all these are supported, including Broadwell. Some Ivy Bridge graphics are supported, and third generation GMA requires 32-bit kernel patches. But yeah, so let's close this. Let's go back to the getting started with OpenCore section. I want to go to your CPU section. So, like I said before in my other video, which I'll leave a card to, we want to go to the start menu, right click it, then click, click Task Manager. Next you want to go to Performance, and then you want to go to your CPU. Now you'll see that I'm using a 2nd gen i7 CPU, and its codename is Sandy Bridge. Now how do you figure out what your CPU's codename is? Well, you want to look up your CPU's name. So mine is an Intel Core i7, 2nd generation. Make sure that you type in what kind of generation it is. So if it starts with a 2, it'll be a 2nd generation. If it's 3, it'll be a 3rd generation. If it's 4, then it'll be Haswell, 4th generation. Then if it's 5th, then etc., it'll be Broadwell, and 6th and 7th and 8th generation. So I'm using a 2nd generation. So look up Intel Core i7. Then 200, 600. Yeah, mine is a 2600. Now you want to go to the Intel website. Let's click the Intel website, and you'll see you want to go to code. Oops, wait, cookies. You want to go to code name, and you'll see that our product's formerly Sandy Bridge. So our CPU is supported because if we go back to the guide, you'll see that we have Sandy Bridge. So let's close off that. Now, you want to go to the section where your CPU is supported. So mine is Sandy Bridge. Then you'll have Desktop Sandy Bridge. Now this is where you'll see I have a tab here, Python. Now this is where Python comes into play. So click Python. Well, go to the Python website, which I'll leave in the description below as well. So go to python.org and make sure it's spelled just like that, python.org. Then click Downloads, and then click Download for Windows. And make sure you download the latest version of Python. Alright, it's finished installing. So open up Python, well, the installer. Then you'll see it won't look like this. Mine has modify setup. Now it'll say it'll ask you if you want like it'll say here add Python to path. Make sure you tick that, because if you want to run command line tools for your OpenCore utilities, it's gonna require command prompt variables. So you need to tick that path option on the bottom. Now mine is showing up because I've already got Python installed. So I cancel out of this, and instead I can go to the second link, or the ProperTree link, and this will allow us to edit our plist or file for our config. Now before we also do that as well, I need to download my OpenCore package and try to download the latest version of OpenCore. Folder. I'm gonna extract it. And it's finished extracting, so I'm gonna go to the folder. I'm gonna go to utilities. I'm going to go to x64, then I'm going to go to EFI, and EFI, OpenCore or OC. Then I'm going to copy this, open a new file explorer, then I'm going to go back to the normal OpenCore root directory. Then I'm going to go to documents. I'm going to copy over sample.plist into my OpenCore folder. I'm going to name sample.plist to config.plist, like so. I can have this. So make sure it looks like this. Then next, you want to install ProperTree. So click code, then click download zip. I'm going to extract that as well. Right, it's finished extracting, so let's go to, let's see, right, actually I should rename this, because I've already got ProperTree installed, so let's name it ProperTree, extract, I'll extract it once more, there we go, so ProperTree master, then you want to click propertree.bat, now make sure you have Python installed like before. Right, and then you'll have a tkinter window. Now this window will allow us to edit our plist file. So click file, click open, then go to where you saved your plist. So I've saved mine into x64. Make sure that yours is obviously your USB. Now I'm just doing this for temporary reasons. So I'm gonna go to config.plist. Then I'm gonna delete these. Then I'll just minimize all these. Just make things look a bit more easier. Alright. So go back to your main window, go to desktop Sandy Bridge or whatever CPU generation you're using. Scroll down until you find device properties. Yep, device properties. Sorry, properties. Now you'll see that we have this section is set up by WhateverGreen's frame buffer patching guide. Now we need to download the WhateverGreen text. So to do that, go to gathering files, then download. Download WhateverGreen. Now with WhateverGreen we can patch our graphics. So I'm just download this. Open it up. Then copy WhateverGreen.txt, copy that. And then go to your text folder and paste it there. Then you can close out those. So make sure you have WhateverGreen.txt. Now I don't have any text, right? It's because it's temporary. This folder is, I'm just gonna delete it later on, but make sure you have virtual SMC, make sure you have that Lulu kext, make sure you have your Ethernet kext, make sure you have your Apple AOC kext, just to patch your audio, and yeah, so I'm gonna go to WhateverGreen, just download the WhateverGreen kext, and make sure you paste it into your kext folder. So I'm gonna exit out this. So now that you have a WhateverGreen installed, we want to create a new what are they called again? So go to device properties, go to add, and then create a new value. So I'm going to copy this, paste it. Now you have two values. Now copy this, piece value root, and then make sure it's 0x2. And make sure you have two keys, so one for your audio and the other for your graphics. So this is why we've been focusing on graphics. Then we can copy this and paste it 3 times or 2 times. We don't need this. Let's copy sorry, we only need the 2. So copy APR and SMB platform ID. Copy that and paste it as the first option. So make sure it looks like this. Then copy pretty much any of these. If you want to take a look, then take a read. I'm gonna copy the first one. Paste it here. Then for the second one, we have device ID. Now I'm gonna copy this and save. Alright, so we also need to focus on this side now. If you're using a motherboard or 7 series motherboard with any of these chipsets, then you're going to need to spoof your IMEI device. So create a new value, name it that, then copy this device ID, paste it into the date value, then copy this and paste it there as well. Now I'll say no, this is not needed if you have a 6 series motherboard. Now I'm using a H67 chipset motherboard, so I don't need to worry about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you've pretty much patched your graphics at this point. So if you want, you can subscribe. Oh crap, there's a B. Oh there's actually a B, man. Oh no. Alright. So yeah, you've patched your graphics. So if you want, do like and subscribe, because I will be making more Hackintosh videos like these. I might make a audio patching, HDMI audio patching video in the future. But pretty much, otherwise, yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.